Yeah. Hey, got to take it up and down the road, so that's a good thing.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad.
Yeah, you got.
Shift's good. Well, it might be a little stiff. It seemed to be okay.
Work okay. Check out this massive steering lock here. Think.
Or is this a pollution controlled vehicle? I'm supposed to put the air cleaners in there.
Oh no, I won't tell anybody. I'll sell them on eBay. What kind of oil did you put in it?
800.
800.
That's what I ran in my H1R.
Tight
Good
fit there?
stuff. It doesn't smoke very much. I mean, it wasn't smoking all that much considering I got 30 to 1 mix in it and plus the oil pump. And in the beginning I had the oil pump on max.
Yeah.
And I think max, just by when I was looking at when I was priming the oil system,
Yeah.
max looks like 4 times standard.
Oh shit.
It's a lot.
This will probably take a little while to clean out.
Well, as soon as you run it.
Yeah, get it.
I'm not sure what they had up here. There's no tabs or anything for us, any kind of a thing.
Go
So
hold
I
downs.
just use the O-rings.
Yeah. You good? Okay.
Oh, that's all right. I gotta
Gotta-
jiggle it back.
Right, yeah, get it right in place.
It's got a little hook that goes under the frame tube back here.
Goes in the back, yeah. Awesome.
You didn't have a bag for that other one, did you?
No, that's the one I was using for test fitting and stuff, so.
Get you another bag, because I think they have a little oil on it.
Okay, oh, that'd be good.
They feel a little bit oily.
That would be good if you have one hanging. Yeah, check out those velocity stacks.
Huh?
I love your carb extensions.
Oh, the cardboard?
Yep. High performance cardboard. God, look at that. That clutch is bigger than the H2R.
Yeah, it doesn't have as many plates.
Right.
And it's wet, of course.
It's huge.
Look at this crank though, man. I raced this all last year. Shit. Like
That's clean.
it's cherry. Good
Yeah.
business.
No blow by. Jeez.
It's all year racing. Both the same.
Yeah. Rockers look good.
Yeah, the rockers are good. Yep.
No
The
gears.
camshaft's good. It looks great.
Now is this a stalker or is this your
Stock
bump cam? Okay, that's a stalker. Okay.
I had a little screw up with the tack drive on it last year.
Oops.
Marred me.
Little grindy darn going on there.
Yeah, put a little groove in the head too. So I'm glad nothing seems to be screwed up.
Yeah.
And my rubbing blocks are still good. The chain seems to be good. My chain guide that I made for it, I can't even tell any wear on the sides.
Okay, so you made this section?
Yeah.
What'd you make that out of?
Teflon?
Okay, Teflon. You just
I can't even tell it's rubbing on the sides. But I made that to keep it from going sideways because it wore into the cylinder.
Oh, okay, yeah, got floppy.
Well, it fucked up one of these. It had the stock one has a little bitty rib on the side, just a little bitty one.
Right, just a
It knocked him off, chewed the shit out of it, cut aluminum out of the side here, almost went through,
right.
and it put so much trash in the bottom end that it plugged the oil filter, which then went into bypass, and all that shit went through the rod bearing, ruined my crank. But I'm glad my fix seems to be working good.
Yeah, no, that's nice. Well, you're always coming up with great ideas, Hurley.
My balances.
What the? What the hell?
Change the balance factor so it didn't vibrate so bad.
Are those regular washers?
Yep. Bottom of the hardware store. The bolts too.
So you just tapped it and
Yeah. Put it in the middle and tap the holes in it and screw those things there, Loctite, heavily Loctite it. I mean, you can't,
I love it.
I can't wire them or anything.
yeah, that's true.
But I can't use Hexite bolts, they'll stick in too far.
Sure.
Hit the rod.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, it clears the rod and they don't fall off, so hey. I call that a good fix.
Yeah, raced all last year and they're still in there. I'll know if they come out because that bolt will hit the rod before the washer comes out.
You'll volumetrically know.
And the gearbox look good. I don't see anything wrong with it off dog or anything.
Yeah.
I haven't pulled the gears out to look at the shift forks yet.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good. And there's no
clean.
swarf in the bottom. There's the bottom end.
Yep. Cool.
So it's doing good. But it is stock. I'm going to put my high compression pistons in it. Besides checking that, I want to put the race top end on it. It's a stock cam.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because the race top end was only 11.2 or 3 compression.
Right.
And that's not enough for the race cam. It needs like 13-to-1 for the race cam.
To work right.
But for a stock cam, 11, a little over 11 might be good. Be okay. I've been running 10.
Now your race head, that's got bigger valves, right? Or
No, it's same valves.
stock valve? It's
got-
just
it's
flowed. It's in here somewhere. It's like me. It's in here somewhere. In the world, old guys in their old stuff. Okay. Ooh, look at them nice big holes in there.
And they're a little straighter. The stock one are got a curve in them.
Right.
Exhaust. And a spider.
With a spider.
Mhm.
There you go. It's not a real race head without a spider in the port.
Let's see that stock.
Oh, okay. Can you see that in the light? Yeah, stock's kind of lumpy in there, isn't it? Yeah. Burn a little dark. Now, what size carbs are you running on that?
Last year?
Yeah, last year. What'd you run last year? What are these guys?
32
32s? Okay.
That's those things there.
Gotcha.
Which is stock size, but stock is
Yeah.
vacuum, so
CV.
with that it makes them a little bit bigger.
Yeah, the CVs don't run.
No.
You put that throttle plate in there and it kills a lot of the flow in those things. So
So it has a pipe, put a pipe up there. I might try 2 separate pipes this year.
instead of the 2-to-1.
Because I'm not sure how that 2-in-1 works with the 360 crank. I mean, it works great with the 180 on my Honda, but
Yeah, that kind of makes sense because you got the flow. Yeah.
I expected more out of it, and so I'm thinking maybe it's because it's 360 it didn't work.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it makes sense because the 180 you've got your, pulses bypassing each other, causing. In the 360 it's all at once.
They're apart, but further apart.
Yeah, yeah.
180. That's all my calculations for the balance factor. How much weight I had to add and all that. I'm so bad at writing them, I can't even figure them out now.
Oh, you do that too, where you write everything down and then you go back to it and go, what the hell was I?
Right.
What the hell did I write?
What am I writing? What is that? But I'm thinking with the higher compression, it's going to be lower displacement, 18 cc less. But it's going to
You'd think the compression would help more than the loss of displacement. Because
I think that's what's hurting it. There's not enough compression.
Right.
I got it up to 10-to-1. Now stock is 9.2, and I got it to 10.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking 11.2 or 3 would be.
Now these aren't the welded pistons. Did you even use those?
Yeah, that's the one that's put back in it. Over here.
Oops.
Oh, there's a wrist pin in there too, I think.
Yep.
Maybe. Is there? No, I think I took it out.
Oh, a clip?
Oh, there's one in the piston, but
Right.
not one down in there, is there? Down on the bottom.
Nope.
Those are heavier because of the welding.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch more
They're
aluminum.
about 25 grams heavier.
Start drilling the shit out of the underside.
I thought about it.
You've got that much aluminum in there.
Yeah, I could do that, but I don't know that it's necessary. I'll just adjust I might just put it in there the way it is and see how bad it vibrates.
Right.
It's not going to make a humongous difference.
Yeah.
It'll be a little different.
You'd think it'd almost be a heat sink with that much aluminum. Maybe not.
Well, I mean, it would hold heat.
Yep.
But I don't know if it's going to get any hotter. If it gets hotter, it's because it has more area
Yeah.
exposed. What are you up to, Daxter?
Scaring them. Where are you going? Run of the shop.
And I got the cylinder for that over there. I did have a wrist thing clip in there.
I just saw the pin fall, but
Well, I got more of them.
yeah.
You're only supposed to use them once anyway. I usually use them about 10 times.
It's like, yeah, I'll have customers go, okay, I bought a set of clips. They come with the pistons, right? And I go, they're like 50 cents each. You know, you should have a stack of them at all times because you never know when you're going to pull a piston out, and then it's like, oh.
Well, I think if you lose it, you're screwed.
Yeah. Well, you,
They're
like you
easy
said,
to
you do.
lose.
Yeah. Oh, they. You know, but it's like you never reuse one. It's 50 cents. You know.
I use them all the time.
Yeah.
Always have. I've never had one come out.
Oh, good. If I tried it,
If
I tried it, it'd start and just blow.
If it gets bent, I won't use it.
Right.
If it's bent, I won't try to straighten it or anything.
Yeah.
But if it's not bent, I use it.
Oh, very cool.
But I'm pleased that it's that good. I mean, the crank looks great.
Yeah, she's pretty. Pretty stuff.
It's good. Good. The main bearing lock to the center. Bearings look good.
Oh yeah.
This is the thing that the balancers are in. I cut all that off.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
about
hanging
this
way up
long. Got the balancers out here.
on both sides. Yeah, get rid of all. Okay, so they just had a separate sprocket for the balancer. Then.
Yeah, I got 2 motors like that. One is right over there in the box. Right there.
Gotcha. Well, very cool. These extra pieces of parts.
Those are from my Subaru.
Oh, okay.
Those are the cam.
I was just going. Yeah, these coils look a little bit
Those
too
are the coils
too new.
and all the idler stuff. This is the drive off the crank. I think. No, crank's on there.
Cool.
But it's about the same size.
Awesome.
Well, when I first put water in this thing, there's a little pipe down here in the front of the cylinder. I don't know if you can see it, already a flashlight.
It's dark in the KR.
Okay, where'd it go?
Did it run off?
There, now, see
Oh,
it?
yeah.
See that little pipe?
Mm-hmm.
So it's steel pipe.
Right.
And
Okay.
it connects from the cylinder over to the water pump. It's the discharge side.
Right.
It comes out. I put water in it, and the thing just looked like a water sprinkler. Water
Did it just-
coming out everywhere? It had rusted on the inside. And I knew it had rusted, but I painted the inside so it wouldn't rust anymore.
Right.
But it had pit holes in it.
Oh,
and I
shit.
couldn't even see them. They
Yeah.
were so small you couldn't see them. So I had to put
to make
that
it-
epoxy that you put in the fuel tanks.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow.
I mean, it just started going
Everywhere. Just the sprinklers.
3 or 4 holes in it. It looked really funny.
Gosh.
I just put a pan on it and let it drain out.
Yeah.
But I had to take the radiator off and the pipes off to get those bits. And that was the only thing I had safety wired on.
No, of course.
So I had to take the safety wire off.
Feeding.
And then I didn't safety wire it in case it still leaked. So now I'll have to go back in and do it again.
Do it again.
I have to take the pipes off. And see if I can get the pipes off without pulling the radiator. I mean, I have to make a long pull spring to the thing.
Wow.
That's the way my stator was on my H2R when I crashed at Daytona in practice.
Mm-hmm.
And I fell on this side, so I fucked that up. And it just hit the ground and it wiped out
Wiped
the
out
bottom
the coils.
And that ignition made a humongous difference in the power.
I remember you telling me about that. You put on the other ignition, lost like 10 miles an hour or something.
Yeah, it's the same. This one's red, got red coat on it.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
H2R one's just the same stuff, but the one I used was blue.
Blue,
It was from an
okay.
H1RA, which also uses the same ignition. But it was blue ignition. And I asked the Japanese, I said, you got any more blue ignitions? Oh, no.
No. No have.
Why not? It's the best one you got.
Wouldn't have been the first time the factory went backwards on itself.
I mean, it made at least one tooth, possibly two teeth on the rear sprocket difference top speed at Daytona.
Jeez.
Just that. And what I ended up with was the highest gearing that Kawasaki had for that
Had for
bike.
it with that
I
ignition.
think 16 was the biggest front sprocket you could put on H2. And it had
Yeah,
38 to rear
38
sprocket.
rear.
And that's the smallest rear sprocket they had. Before I crashed, I asked the Japanese if they could get me two more sprockets, a 37 and a 36. But they did. They called,
Got 'em for you.
telephoned Japan, and there were some guys coming over. They were going to bring them. I wish I had got to run that with those sprockets, because it was over revving. I had to back it off
Right,
on the
right,
bank.
yeah. So it's,
because it was over revving. It revved to
was
10.
that, what year was that?
74. That's before
70.
I got third.
Okay.
I think if I'd have had that, if it just would have pulled the 37,
Mm-hmm.
it would have been faster than Agostini's bike, and I think I would have made up the time that I lost some just on the banking.
Yep.
The difference of speed on the banking, and not counting the infield. So I probably could have been ahead of him. Could have won it. Well, and then I could have crashed too, and the engine
Coulda
could have blown up.
Yep. Yep. And the timekeepers could have paid attention to
worn the tires
who
out.
came in for tire
All
changes and
kinds of
shit.
things, yeah. Tires could have worn out. But I wish I'd have had that after that, because it just crisped the whole bike up. I mean, it just ran.
Yeah.
You know when they just run.
It probably wasn't more than like 1 or 2 degrees difference.
Probably not.
And that's all it took to.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking it changed with RPM.
Okay.
The stock ignition, I don't know what this one does, but the stock H2R one was same.
All the way through.
Same. It never retarded or advanced or anything. But I'm thinking that it did a high speed retard or something. A couple degrees.
Yeah. That'd make a difference.
Yeah.
Bastards.
My bike was usually as fast as Duhamel's bike or faster. And I always ran mine more retarded than
He did.
They said to run 3 millimeters.
Okay.
I ran 2 millimeters.
2 millimeters. Wow, that's way retarded.
And it ran better.
2 millimeters.
But I should have tried 2.5. 2.5 might have been better.
Yeah.
This one's 2.5.
I think it's 3. I think 23 degrees is 3.13.
Yeah.
So if you ran 2,
Probably about 20.
gotta be less than that. Probably
I don't
9.
think so.
No?
I got this one at 2.5 and it's 21.
Now this is a 68 millimeter stroke, right?
Right.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but up there at the top it doesn't make a big difference.
right. I wonder if they did that to
68 is like,
get the smaller bores in, so they could get the
what was
bigger
this-
transfers.
What's H2 stroke?
63.
63.
Yeah.
So it's 5 millimeters long.
Yeah, this same stroke as a Bighorn or Bison.
Well,
Or F11.
F8.
Yeah, F8, F11, F9, F5.
KE250.
Yep.
I think the KZ750 Twin has got a 68 millimeter stroke.
So this would have a 68 millimeter bore too.
It does.
Okay.
Did I ever show you the pistons?
No. Haven't
The
seen
brand
it.
new pistons.
Oh.
From Wasner.
Oh, these are the custom ones, right? You had made?
These are the original discs. They were one of those other wheels. Of course, they don't fit this wheel. And I got these the same diameter as those because I'm thinking
Right.
the guy
Yeah.
could just change wheels and he could keep the brakes in the same color.
How many Wasners did you get? 3 sets? 4 sets?
7.
7?
No.
No.
Must be. I think some of those boxes are empty.
Right.
It
looks like 4. I think their minimum is 4 sets.
I got 7, I think.
7, okay.
Well, I think Russell brought some at the same time.
Okay.
And some other people. So he had a whole bunch of orders. But one, just in case something was wrong with one of them, and then another set.
Ooh, they're 68s too. That'd be a big bore 500. Big bore 500, 68. Oh, look at that. And they did the cutout for you and everything, right? And
that's just the way I got
that's,
it. You know, they took the. I have a new stock piston in that yellow box, and I sent it to them, and they measured it and everything, and drew it up, drew a drawing of it, sent it back to me to check it. And they have this offset of the cutouts at 30 degrees.
oh,
And I thought,
that doesn't look right.
maybe I should check that. You know what? It's actually 27 degrees.
27 degree offset. Wow.
So I corrected on the drawing, and they did that.
That would have made a
Because
difference.
those line up with the cutouts in the barrel.
Sure, yeah. Well, that make a big difference.
Well, why did they do that? Why didn't they just make it 30?
Excuse me. Well, you told them you didn't want it water cooled, but they didn't listen to you either.
I told them that. Yeah.
What should we do? Don't water cool it. Okay. Man.
Well, this thing turned out to not be that great of a bike.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a nice bike, but it's not great.
Now, do we know
It's
who?
really not a lot faster than an H2R.
It took them a few years to actually get them faster than the H2Rs to dial them in.
I
So
think Neville had a lot to do with that.
yeah, Neville.
Neville didn't use them right away because they weren't faster.
Yeah, he wanted to win.
Yeah. Yeah. Kept using his H2R until he could make this faster.
Yeah. Wow, those are pretty. Looks like a 13-degree dome, or close. Pretty stuff.
The other funny thing about this bike is that the cylinder, it's got to be almost new. 'Cause it doesn't have any wear marks in it or anything.
Right.
And it's undersized. It's small.
Really?
Smaller
Okay.
than nominal. I think it's about a 97.
I wonder why they did
I
that.
don't know. So I had to get them to make sure they made the pistons small enough.
Smaller than what
Because
it
if they
was.
made 97 pistons,
You would be
there
fucked.
would be no clearance.
Yeah. Break out the hone. Hone brand new cylinders to fit the piston.
I told Mel about it. He said, wow, you're really lucky. But somebody also dropped it once in one of the spigots.
Oh.
The bottom is bent.
Bent a little bit.
Yeah, it's like, I think originally it was like 4 thousandths bent in. You can see a little ding on it where it hit the ground. And I measured it with dial board gauge, it was 4 thousandths, and I honed it. And it took all the electric fusion off of that little spot.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
And it's about 2 down now, 2 or 3, 2, maybe a little under 2. It's still, when the piston goes down there, it gets tight.
Wow.
But it only just goes down to that.
Right.
And,
Yeah.
and it's on the skirt, so I figured it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
And the skirt's cool, and it can also flex a little bit,
Yeah.
so it should be okay.
Yeah.
Somebody evidently ran it before the way it was, even with 4,000. But the one good thing about it, if you were going to race this, the cylinder has not been ported at all.
Right.
No one has touched it.
Factory
They haven't even
fresh.
cleaned up the intake. It's just stock.
Now, do you know who
I
actually-
didn't,
who
I didn't
actually-
want to do anything. I just put.
Oh, yeah.
These things don't
Right.
match up good, but I didn't want to get
Just
in there. and
leave it
find
like it is, yeah.
I just leave it. I mean, it doesn't have to win races now. It doesn't have to be
Yeah.
as fast as
It just has to
be.
run and
It just has to
sound
run.
good.
But if anybody ever wanted to port it, They've got a brand new.
So did Neville know this bike?
No, he had no idea.
Okay. Do you, so you don't know who originally raced it, or?
Oh, this bike?
Yeah.
Gary Nixon.
Okay.
This is
All right.
bike Gary Nixon got second in the Formula 750 championship.
Oh. Damn.
Yeah, this is Nixon's bike. The one that was in the AMA blue. This bike right here.
I'll be damned. Well, you kept saying Gary Nixon. It didn't.
That was the only
it
picture I
didn't
could
click.
find with those calipers on it.
Right.
He said they had 3 different sets of calipers on this bike. The stock ones, which are basically H2 calipers. And
Yeah.
then they had, I'm not sure what kind they are, but I think they're Lockheed or something. No, they're not Lockheed.
Not Lucky.
AP.
AP. Okay.
On them, and then they had these.
Oh, I had no idea. It should have clicked with me. I'm losing my brain, Hurley. I turned 57, I think.
Here's her working.
Oh. So what? This was probably 78 or later.
Somewhere. It's a 76 model. And
Okay.
I know he raced at Daytona in 76.
Okay.
I raced against this bike
Oh, okay.
twice. Daytona and Venezuela. And he raced in Venezuela. And then I think he went to Europe and raced it. I think this is in Europe somewhere.
Okay. Wow.
I took a whole bunch of pictures of the way it was when he got it. So I know how to put it back together because I got
Right.
it completely just down to nuts and bolts and
Nuts
then
and-
boxes.
I remember that. It's like I got a box of
See, there's the
KR
wheel.
here.
There's the Yankee wheel.
Okay.
See,
Yeah.
The thing goes out to the edges.
Right. Yeah. Just a bit different design. I think there was something to do with a patent
And that's
or,
the H2 calipers.
or whatever.
Rear brake.
I love that top triple tree. I love it.
There it is. See, the tank was painted.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure that he raced it like that. Maybe.
Right.
Somebody else owned it
Okay.
in the interim. And I think it was raced by somebody else in club races and stuff
Okay.
back east. So I don't know what they might have done. I suspect that
I think that looks like
gear
S&Ws
shift, the
on
gear
it.
shift is street bike gear shift, down for low.
Okay.
And you
Yeah.
And you can't reverse it because the arm will hit the frame.
Oh, I wonder
So-
how they.
So I'm thinking, I thought Gary wouldn't ride with the street bike shift.
Right.
So
Somebody had to
probably
race.
changed it because they liked it better.
Well, that's a problem with these older bikes. I mean, you have no idea where
I have
they've been.